story of a nobody who saved everybody, the Lego Movie. It's rated PG for mild action, rude humor, you know, Lego explosions. Like I said, everything in the film is Legos though. There's no blood, there's nothing like that, okay? I mean, the rude humor part, a couple butt jokes, and the worst curse word you hear, I think, is like gosh or dang it a couple times throughout the films. Now, in the plot, there are a few points that may feel a little bit Matrix-y, you know. I'm not saying it's a Matrix ripoff. All I'm saying is that I could see a few of the similar plot points, you know. Chris Pratt, he did such a great job as Emmett. Even with Good Cop, Bad Cop by Liam Neeson, you know, Morgan Freeman, even with that cast surrounding him, he still manages to be the heart and the soul of the story, and that was actually really special. Will Arnett killed it as Batman. Nelson killed it as Good Cop, Bad Cop. Will Ferrell killed it. And so you're going along, you're enjoying this movie, you're like, oh man, this is a pretty good movie. A little bit, how would I say, just everywhere. You know, you're like, oh man, okay, there's a lot to follow on, a lot's going on screen. It's that stop motion, like I said. It took me about 5 minutes to really get into it, because at first it was a little jarring. You're like, oh man, all this stuff's going on. But once you get into it, one of the main things you'll hear about this story is it had a lot more heart in it than people were expecting, and that's so true. The movie goes long, and the movie's this really enjoyable movie, and it's the last 20 minutes of this movie, though, that turn it from a good family movie to a great family movie. And for those of you who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about, and those of you who haven't, and don't let someone spoil it for you. When you're going and you're talking to your friends or your family about this movie, you know, and they say, oh, and it ends, just stop them right there and say, no, don't tell me how it ends, I want to find out myself. You know, this film is truly, it's a great film. It's one that the little kids are going to sit and they're going to enjoy the colors. Your toddlers are going to sit and they're going to just be blown away by all the different colors that's happening on screen. Your younger kids are going to love watching the toys that they play with interact. Teenagers will love it. You'll love it. Man, grandparents, I'm not so sure about grandparents. Like I said, the stop motion may be a little bit jarring for them. But if I had my guess, I would say that they'd love it as well. One of the only negative things I had with the film, or one of the only problems I had with the film, was it's just, in a couple places it felt a little bit too long. You know, I felt, even that being said, if that's your only negative, it's just a little bit too long, you have a pretty good thing going for you, okay? The positives I'm going to bring up one more time. The message was great. It was a moving film. It was fun. It was playful. It brought me back. It reminded me of the time when I was a little kid and I was playing with Legos. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. I recommend you go see it in theaters. I recommend you bring your family, and I also recommend buying it on Blu-ray when it comes out. If you agree with me or if you don't agree with me, that's cool. Put your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to know what you guys are thinking. And also, as you know, this is the first of our reviews on this channel we're trying to get set up. So if you have suggestions on what you think would make it better or on what you want to see, just send in a message and we'll try to get back to you, and we'll try to create this to something that you guys want. Bam! I don't know how I'm supposed to leave the camera. I just like... P.S. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? That's a really important thing that you can do. It'll keep you updated of all the latest stuff that's coming out. So, my next review should be RoboCop, and you can see that in one of these boxes on hopefully Wednesday or Thursday.